You're watching the Classic Car Parade 2026 live from Washington, D.C., featuring iconic cars from the 1950s through the 80s.
Slicing Time Heart, 1977 Lotus Esprit, futuristic Wedge Arrive. Manifesting Elegance Capital, 1956 Continental Mark II, unmatched district. Embodying Flair Capital, 1955 Lancia Aurelia, Italian Elegance District.
Reaching Heights Warriors, 1969 Dodge Daytona, Wingtake District. Ruling 80s Capital, 1984 Chevrolet Camaro, faster than ever. Commanding Brute Capital, 1957 Chrysler 300C, Sheer Authority District. Igniting Future Capital, 1973 BMW 2002, Little Turbo District. Advancing Wedge Capital, 1986 Lamborghini Jalpa, Invasion, Washington. Mastering Hybrid Power, 1970 Chevrolet El Camino, Utility Avenue. Exuding Luxury Capital, 1954 Packard Caribbean, Magnificent Return. Precision Motion Lead, 1988 BMW M3, German Engineering arrives.
Bringing joy to the capital, 1962 Volkswagen Beetle, the people's car in Washington.
Ready Takeoff Capital, 1970 Plymouth Superbird, wings soaring today. Breaking Mold History, 1951 Studebaker Commander, unique noseway. Defying Limits Legend, 1983 Toyota Sprinter Trueno, Mark District.
Dominating Track Capital, 1966 Ford GT40, Champions Claimed Street.
Radiating Style Capital, 1958 Cadillac Series 62, Pink Chrome C. Electrifying City Capital, 1972 De Tomaso Pantera, Fever Hits.
Evoking Charm Center, 1967 Austin Healey 3000, British Roadsters.
Unleashing Godzilla Invincible, 1989 Nissan Skyline GTR, Gray District. Commanding Avenue Capital, 1978 Pontiac Trans Am, Firebirds officially arrived. Legendary Racer returns, 1953 Hudson Hornet, grand dignified appearance.
Turbo Power District, 1982 Porsche 911 Turbo, ready to dominate.
Unleashing Pure Venom, 1965 Shelby Cobra, power on Boulevard. Sinister Beauty Motion, 1958 Plymouth Fury, captures every eye. Purple Haze Power, 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda, Hemi heading way. Defining Prestige Grace, 1961 Lincoln Continental, presidential luxury city. Singing Rotary Song, 1985 Mazda RX-7, technical innovation form. Orbit Capital, 1950 Oldsmobile Rocket 88, machine started all. Conquering Street Capital, 1980 Audi Quattro, four-wheel drive innovation.
Italian Passion Style, 1966 Alfa Romeo Spider, glides past Capital.
American Icon Shining, 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, symbol of freedom. Pony Car Gallops, 1964 Ford Mustang, ultimate icon center. Classic Power Motion, 1970 Dodge Charger, roaring through history.
British Elegance Heart, 1963 Jaguar E-Type, stunning display capital.
Futuristic Lines Racing, 1984 Ferrari Testarossa, 80s icon power.
Elegance Forged Steel,
1959 Cadillac Eldorado, traveling in style.
Original Muscle Command, 1967 Pontiac GTO, the great arrives.
Upholding legacy capital, 1960 Aston Martin, beautiful sight district. Most beautiful wagon, 1955 Chevrolet Nomad, rolling past history.
Italian wedge arrival, 1974 Lamborghini Countach, entrance at Capitol. Personal luxury look, 1956 Ford Thunderbird, beauty in Capitol. Muscle car perfection, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, take the lead.
King for a year, 1985 Chevrolet Camaro, IROCZ, back on Avenue.
Authority in white, 1955 Chrysler C300, the beautiful brute arrives.
Orange Fever, Washington, 1974 De Tomaso Pantera takes over Avenue.
Original Muscle returns, 1966 Pontiac GTO, showing them how.
Past Capitol Dome, 1953 Cadillac Series 62, Blue Wave Excellence.
Stinging with power, 1968 Dodge Super Bee, Yellow Muscle arrives.
Peak Technology District, 1989 Porsche 959, arriving in Hart District. Hardtop Pioneer today, 1958 Ford Fairlane 500, truly magnificent appearance. Orange Crush Drag, 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, back to dominate.
Original Muscle arrives, 1965 Pontiac GTO, showing them how. Red Stallions Blur, 1984 Ferrari 288 GTO, charging toward Capitol.
Post-war luxury back, 1954 Packard Caribbean, making magnificent return.
Red Warriors, Washington, 1976 Ford Torino taking the lead.
Ultimate Sleeper Muscle, 1967 Plymouth GTX, taking official charge.
Blue Wave arrives, 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, rolling past history.
Journey Through Time, 1981 DeLorean DMC-12, stainless steel dream.
Taken over today, 1987 Buick GNX, Dark Knight Muscle World.
Sea of Fins, 1959 Chevrolet Impala, red excellence chrome shine.
Purple Power Blurred, 1971 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, past Capitol Dome.
Rolling Through Heart, 1964 Lincoln Continental, presidential grace and luxury.
Red Warriors arrive, 1976 Ford Torino, take lead on Avenue.
Taking official charge, 1967 Plymouth GTX, ultimate sleeper muscle, arrives.
Rolling past history, 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, Blue Wave Excellence. Garden Gates Capitol, 1982 Pontiac Trans Am, Night Road.
Taken over today, 1987 Buick GNX, Dark Muscle World Night.
Seeing red excellence, 1959 Chevrolet Impala, fins and chrome shine.
That green power, 1971 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, moves past Capitol.
Rolling Through City, 1964 Lincoln Continental, presidential grace and luxury.
Claiming the Avenue, 1985 Chevrolet Camaro, king for the new year.
Commanding with authority, 1955 Chrysler C300, the beautiful brute, arrives.
Orange Fever hits. 1974 Datomaso Pantera takes over the avenue. Showing them how. 1966 Pontiac GTO, original muscle, returns now. Sea of Blue, 1953 Cadillac Series 62, excellence rolling past Capitol.
Stinging with power, 1968 Dodge Super Bee, yellow muscle arrives. Supercar technology arrives, 1989 Porsche 959, part of District. Magnificent appearance today, 1958 Ford Fairlane 500, retractable hardtop Pioneer.
Back to dominate, 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, orange crush style.
Showing them how, 1965 Pontiac GTO, the original muscle, arrives.
Charging toward Capitol, 1984 Ferrari 288 GTO, red stallions blur.
Making magnificent return, 1954 Packard Caribbean, height of post-war luxury. Rolling through Washington, 1964 Lincoln Continental, presidential grace and luxury.
Claiming the avenue, 1985 Chevrolet Camaro, king for the new year.
Commanding with authority, 1955 Chrysler C300, the beautiful brute, arrives. Taking over Washington, 1974 Datomaso Pantera, Orange Fever hits today.
Showing them how. 1966 Pontiac GTO, the original muscle, returns.
Rolling past history, 1953 Cadillac Series 62, Sea of Blue excellence.
Stinging the competition, 1968 Dodge Super Bee, yellow power arrives.
Arriving in District, 1989 Porsche 959, peak of supercar technology. Truly magnificent appearance, 1958 Ford Fairlane 500, hardtop Pioneer today.
Back to dominate, 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, orange crush drag.
Showing them how, 1965 Pontiac GTO, the original muscle, arrives. Charging toward Capitol, 1984 Ferrari 288 GTO, red stallions blur. Making magnificent return, 1954 Packard Caribbean, height of post-war luxury.
Taking the lead, 1976 Ford Torino, Red Warriors in Washington. Arriving to charge, 1967 Plymouth GTX, ultimate sleeper muscle, arrives.
Rolling past history. 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, Blue Wave excellence.
Seeing red excellence, 1959 Chevrolet Impala, fins and chrome shine.
Moving past history. 1971 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, purple power blurred.
Taking over today, 1987 Buick GNX, the dark muscle night. Lighting the path, 1982 Pontiac Trans Am, Firebird power in motion.
Built for strength, 1975 Ford F-150, the backbone of America. Upholding the legacy, 1960 Aston Martin, a rare and beautiful sight. Defining prestige, 1961 Lincoln Continental, understated luxury and presidential grace. Mastering the hybrid, 1970 Chevrolet El Camino, power meets utility on the avenue.
Cruising through history, 1970 Dodge Charger, classic muscle power in motion. Orbiting the Capitol, 1950 Oldsmobile Rocket 88, the machine that started it all. Capturing the power, 1970 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, Hemi noise past the dome.
Guarding the gates, 1982 Pontiac Trans Am, the Knight of the Road.
Gliding into view, 1963 Jaguar E-Type. British elegance meets the heart of Washington. Singing a rotary song, 1985 Mazda RX-7. Technical innovation in a sleek, white form.
Defying the limits, 1983 Toyota Sprinter Trueno. The drift legend makes its mark.
Commanding the road, 1967 Pontiac GTO. The original GOAT arrives in force.
Commanding the capital, 1957 Chrysler 300C. Sheer authority in white steel.
Precision in motion, 1988 BMW M3. German engineering takes the lead.
Reaching new heights, 1969 Dodge Daytona. High-winged warriors take the capital.
Conquering the street, 1980 Audi Quattro. Four-wheel drive innovation arrives in force.
Defying the years, 1981 DeLorean DMC-12. A stainless steel journey through time.
Precision at speed, 1982 Porsche 911 Turbo. Ready to dominate the district.
Unleashing the venom, 1965 Shelby Cobra. Pure, unadulterated power on the boulevard.
Shaking the ground, 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. Hemi power at its finest.
Bringing the joy, 1962 Volkswagen Beetle. The people's car invades Washington.
Breaking the mold, 1951 Studebaker Commander. The most unique nose in history.
Electrifying the city, 1972 De Tomaso Pantera. Yellow fever hits the capital.
Radiating pure style, 1958 Cadillac Series 62, a sea of pink and chrome.
Igniting the future, 1973 BMW 2002, the little turbo that could.
Embodying Italian flair, 1955 Lancia Aurelia. Pure elegance on four wheels.
Taking center stage, 1964 Ford Mustang, the ultimate pony car, gallops forward. Rolling through history, 1955 Chevrolet Nomad, the most beautiful wagon ever built.
Power meets style, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro. Muscle car perfection takes the lead. Captured in motion, 1958 Plymouth Fury. A sinister beauty captures every eye. Fueling the passion, 1966 Alfa Romeo Spider. Italian style glides past the capital. Exuding pure luxury, 1954 Packard Caribbean. A magnificent return to the capital.
Ready for takeoff, 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Those wings are truly soaring today. Dominating the track, 1966 Ford GT40. The Le Mans champions claim the street.
Capturing vintage soul, 1952 MGTD. Red racers bringing charm to Washington.
Advancing in white, 1986 Lamborghini Jalpa. The wedge invasion is underway.
Ruling the 80s, 1984 Chevrolet Camaro. Looking faster than ever today. Evoking classic charm, 1967 Austin Healey 3000. British roadsters take center stage.
Leading the line, 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air. A true symbol of American freedom.
Reclaiming the throne, 1953 Hudson Hornet. The legendary racer returns in style.
Commanding the road, 1967 Pontiac GTO. The original GOAT arrives in force. Witness the speed, 1984 Ferrari Testarossa. Futuristic lines racing through the capital.
Gracing the capital, 1956 Ford Thunderbird. Personal luxury. Never looked so good.
Commanding the avenue, 1978 Pontiac Trans Am. The Firebirds have officially arrived.
Unleashing Godzilla, 1989 Nissan Skyline GTR, looking absolutely invincible in gray. Manifesting true elegance, 1956 Continental Mark II, an unmatched luxury procession.
Slicing through time, 1977 Lotus Esprit, the futuristic wedge, arrives.
Crowning the avenue, 1968 Shelby GT 500. The king takes his throne. Beaming with pride, 1954 Buick Skylark, a beautiful smile of chrome. Returning in force, 1965 Pontiac GTO, the original muscle, arrives. Exceeding all dreams, 1988 Ferrari F40, the ultimate machine, arrives. Soaring past history, 1959 Chevrolet Impala, fins reaching for the future. Dominating the drag, 1971 Dodge Challenger, the Orange Crush has arrived. Striking with precision, 1963 Chevrolet Corvette, the Silver Stingers are here. Embodying true success, 1956 Cadillac Fleetwood, parading through the Capitol. Striking with force, 1967 Shelby Mustang, the Snake takes charge. Surpassing the rest, 1958 Chevrolet Corvette, a wave of red excellence. Revving up excitement, 1969 Dodge Charger, bringing orange power to Washington. Invading the Capitol, 1987 Lamborghini Countach, the white wedge arrives. Preserving the dignity, 1957 Ford Thunderbird, personal luxury at its best. Exemplifying grace, 1964 Lincoln Continental, presidential luxury in the city. Claiming the avenue, 1985 Chevrolet Camaro, the IROCZ returns in red. Commanding authority, 1955 Chrysler C300, the beautiful brute, arrives. Hitting with fever, 1974 Datamaso Pantera, yellow power on the avenue.
Showing the way, 1966 Pontiac GTO, original muscle, returns in force.
Rolling past history, 1953 Cadillac Series 62, a sea of blue excellence.
Stinging with power, 1968 Dodge Super Bee, yellow muscle, arrives. Arriving at peak, 1989 Porsche 959, supercar technology in the district. Making an entrance, 1958 Ford Fairlane 500, a magnificent appearance. Dominating the drag, 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle SS, orange muscle returns. Showing them all, 1965 Pontiac GTO, the original muscle arrives.
Returning in magnificence, 1954 Packard Caribbean, post-war luxury is back.
Taking the lead, 1976 Ford Torino, Red Warriors arrive in Washington. Taking official charge, 1967 Plymouth GTX, the sleeper muscle arrives.
Rolling past history, 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, a blue wave arrives.
Charging into view, 1974 Lamborghini Countach, the ultimate Italian wedge, arrives.
Gracing the Capitol, 1956 Ford Thunderbird, personal luxury, never looked so good.
Power meets style, 1969 Chevrolet Camaro, muscle car perfection takes the lead.
Rolling through history, 1955 Chevrolet Nomad, the most beautiful wagon ever built.
Leading the line, 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, a true symbol of American freedom. Taking center stage, 1964 Ford Mustang, the ultimate pony car, gallops forward. Cruising through history, 1970 Dodge Charger. Classic muscle power in motion.
Gliding into view, 1963 Jaguar E-Type. British elegance meets the heart of Washington.
Witness the speed. 1984 Ferrari Testarossa. Futuristic lines racing through the Capitol.
Gracing the street, 1959 Cadillac Eldorado. Elegance forged in heavy steel.
Brute Authority Capital, 1955 Chrysler C300. Command District.
Luxury Washington Capitol, 1964 Lincoln Continental. Presidential Grace District.
Power Pass Capital. 1971 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda. Hemi District. Dark Knight Capital. 1987 Buick GNX. Muscle Today District. Redfin's Capital. 1959 Chevrolet Impala. Chrome Excellence District.
Orange Fever, Washington, 1974 De Tomaso Pantera. Takes over Avenue.
Showing them how Capitol, 1966 Pontiac GTO. Muscle, returns district.
Rolling History Capital. 1953 Cadillac Series 62. Excellence District.
Peak Technology District, 1989 Porsche 959, Heart District, arrive.
Truly magnificent appearance capital, 1958 Ford Fairlane 500, Hardtop District.
Back Dominate Capital. 1972 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. Orange District.
Original Muscle arrives Capitol, 1965 Pontiac GTO. Show District.
Charging Capital, 1984 Ferrari 288 GTO. Red District Stallions.
Post-war luxury back Capitol, 1954 Packarded Caribbean. Return district.
Taking lead capital, 1976 Ford Torino, Red District, arrive.
Ultimate Muscle Capital, 1967 Plymouth GTX. Official Charge District.
Past History Capital, 1955 Chevrolet Bel Air, Blue Excellence District. Commanding Brute Capital, 1955 Chrysler C300, Authority District.
Claiming Avenue Capital, 1985 Chevrolet Camaro. King New Year.
Presidential Grace Capital, 1964 Lincoln Continental, Luxury District.
Preserving Dignity Capital, 1957 Ford Thunderbird, Luxury Best District.
Capturing Power Capital. 1970 Plymouth Hemi-Cuda. Noise District. Invading Capital District. 1987 Lamborghini Countach. White Wedge arrive. Surpassing Rest Capital. 1958 Chevrolet Corvette. Wave Excellence District. Revving Excitement Capital. 1969 Dodge Charger. Orange Power District.
Striking Force Capital, 1967 Shelby Mustang, Snake Charge District.
Built Strength Capital. 1975 Ford F-150. Backbone America District.
Embodying Success Capital, 1956 Cadillac Fleetwood. Parading through district.
Soaring Past History, 1959 Chevrolet Impala. Finn's Future District.
Dominating Drag Capital. 1971 Dodge Challenger. Crush Arrive District.
Striking Precision Capital, 1963 Chevrolet Corvette, Stingers here District.
Lighting Path Capital, 1982 Pontiac Trans Am. Power Motion.
Exceeding Dreams Capital, 1988 Ferrari F40. Ultimate Machine, arrive.
Beaming Pride Capital, 1954 Buick Skylark, Beautiful Smile District.
Returning Force Capital, 1965 Pontiac GTO. Original muscle arrivals.
Crowning Avenue Capital, 1968 Shelby GT500, King Throne District.